What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 256 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
Chad, do you smell that?
That smells like some shit booking.
Well, it looks like the nitro stench is leaking through this episode then. Oh, sneaking through an episode early. Let's get through this episode of Raw. Chad, we got the first match of the night, pre-show match, Tajiri defeating Mosh number 2 with a brain buster. Chad, how do you feel about this?
Oh, man. I mean, listen. Good for Tajiri.
Good for Tajiri. We move on to Chad's pre-show match, which gets a 63.
Got a 63.
Ultimo Dragon defeating Recon in 754 with a submission.
Yeah. Justin was like, "Hey, Chad, do you want a pre-show?" And I said, "Sure." And then I was like looking at people, and I was like, I literally read Recon's name and said, I forgot Recon was even a thing. So Recon's jobbing on the pre-show.
I don't think Recon knew he had a job still, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's start this show. Oh, my God, 100, baby. 100, baby.
Oh, man.
Oh, the 4 men are here. And Vince, he's trying to figure something out. You know, last week we saw the #1 contender triple threat match, you know, evolve into chaos or devolve or whatever. It was just those 3 men. The referee had to call that there was no clear winner, and now Eddie still, at this point, doesn't know who he's going to take on. So Vince is in the ring, and he makes this announcement. He's like, due to the shenanigans last week, we still don't have a clear #1 contender. We clearly don't know who's good enough to take on Eddie. And Eddie's like, hey, thanks, Vince. I like the way you talk. Now the next thing you're gonna say, right, Vince? You're gonna give me the night off at Judgment Day. You're gonna give me the night off, right? And Vince is like, no, not exactly. See, what I liked were the 3 men. They had a hell of a match, and you know what? Why don't they have another hell of a match at Judgment Day? And Eddie's like, sounds like I'm still not involved, Vince. That's perfect. And he's about to leave the ring. He's like, thanks for the night off. And he's like, wait a minute. I wasn't finished with the match. Because at Judgment Day, we're going to have those 3 men face off against each other. But there's going to be one more man in that match. You see, Eddie, it'll be Shawn Stasiak versus The Rock versus Owen Hart versus Eddie Guerrero for the WWF World Heavyweight Champion. And Vince leaves. Oh. So he sets up a 4, and he doesn't leave. And he says, tonight we're going to see these 4 men. You too, Eddie. We're going to see you in action tonight. We're going to see a tag team action. See if you guys can coexist in the same ring against each other. To get some steam off. It'll be Eddie and Stasiak taking on Owen Hart and The Rock. No chance! No chance in hell! And Vince McMahon leaves. So we get Eddie, Owen, Rock, and Stasiak, fatal 4-way at Judgment Day, and we get a tag team match to main event tonight. Chad, how do you
feel? You rarely do championship multi-matches for like the world title, so I'm pumped for this. It's interesting.
Gotta spice it up, Chad. I gotta spice it up. We start the night off, though, with a big spice. No cruiserweight action tonight. Marc Maron and Paul White.
Oh, man, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Paul White defeats Marc Maron 10:58 with the chokeslam. Paul White complained to me backstage last week. He said, my booking stinks. I have no momentum. So what's going to get you back on the right track? Beating Marc Maron, the sad, depressed little boy who got divorced a couple months ago. There we go.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'll just call him like I see him.
Call him like I see him.
And Jeff Jarrett and Paul White celebrate in the ring together. You know, they're back together, Chad. You know, they spent a couple weeks alone. And that's what happened.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
He didn't have any direction. You know, he didn't have any structure, Paul White. So now he's got Double J with him. Who knows? The sky's the limit for those 2. We move on backstage, and it's, you know, this little subgroup of Team TNA getting warmed up and ready for the match backstage. Or the match up next. Ace Steel's kind of concerned a little bit, you know. Jushin Thunder Liger made an announcement. You know, he's got the black mask now. He's all He's all, evil, he said.
Yeah.
So he's, concerned that at Judgment Day, this could be a different Jushin Thunder Liger that, everyone here in WWF is not used to seeing. So let's see. In a match right here, though, Ace Steel will defeat Taka Michinoku in 8:51 with the steel spike. It's got a 67, Chad. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Listen, Taka can work.
Ace Steel can work too. He's getting there. Ace Steel, world champion, 2001. We'll see. We'll see. Hey,
Taka Michinoku, world champion 2001.
We'll see. We'll see. We've seen weirder things. Shawn Stasiak. Right. After the match, though, Jushin Thunder Liger runs through the crowd and attacks Ace Steel and gets out of there. So look at that. Jushin Thunder Liger's here. We got a new mask right here. We got a new outfit, Chad. What do you think?
I actually forgot you gave him a new picture, so I was like, huh? Yeah. new. Listen, he got his mask taken off. He's got to get a new one.
A new gimmick. I mean, he's a new man. It must be embarrassing to have your mask ripped off live on pay-per-view. So he's gonna look to fight Ace Steel right here.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got Ken Shamrock in the middle of the ring. Not in the middle of the ring. He's backstage. He's yelling. He's screaming.
Ah!
I can't yell because I got neighbors, but you yell again. Do it.
Ah!
And he said 2 weeks ago I beat you in the middle of the ring, Christian, and that was not a fluke. That's the real fucking deal. So at Judgment Day, me, you, middle of the ring, belt. Me have it now. He devolved in the caveman language of the men to that. So Shamrock Christian all of a sudden now, Chad.
And Ken Bedrock over there.
Speaking of Bedrock, we get Joey Matthews and the Sultan defeating the Shooting Stars and Carlito and Primo in 9:28 when Joey Matthews pinned Carlito, Chad.
Oh, hell yeah.
Speaking of people you forgot on my roster, Carlito and Primo, baby.
Oh, I didn't forget about Carlito and Primo. Kurgan and Recon, I definitely forgot about.
We move on to, I don't remember what was going on after this, so we're just going to move on to the next segment. Oh, yeah, it's JBL defeating Farouk right here in 9:41 with the powerbomb. That was just Edge walking him down to the ring, I guess. Yeah. I booked this last night, so I don't remember what I booked, and I didn't look at this.
I was falling asleep on the couch.
Yeah, we were gonna go record last night when Chad came over, and he fell asleep while I was booking this, which not a good sign for Raw. If I'm. We move on.
I fell literally asleep.
Booker T is backstage, and he's he's still confused, and he's still upset at what happened. What happened 2 weeks ago when Stone Cold came down and gave Booker a stunner and drank some beer over him? So he's sending Bigelow out tonight. He set up a match with Vince earlier tonight, and he's setting up Bigelow in Austin. He wants Bigelow to go handle Steve Austin tonight. So here we go. Yeah. We move on to that match right now, and Bruce Bigelow, Steve Austin defeats Bitch Bigelow in 14:40 by pinfall. Bigelow did get hurt during this match. He's got a thigh muscle strain, which is not good. Not good at all, Chad. He'll be hurt for a couple days. Oh, no. And we move on to our main event.
90.
An exceptional match. Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Stasiak defeat The Rock and Owen Hart when Stasiak taps out Owen Hart, Chad.
Oh, hell yeah.
Remember that.
I'm remembering.
Remember it. And those two teammates right there, Stasiak and Eddie, stare down. The winner of the two big winners of tonight stare down each other. In 13 days, we will see them in a fatal four-way match for that world title, Chen. We got an 87.
I'm excited.
We got an 87.
Nice.
Nice. We dodged some storylines there, and we'll pick them up on Raw next week. But that was a pretty good Raw. For not remembering what happened.
You gotta do what you gotta do,
Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, 256. 257's Night Show. See you there. Chad, any inspiring words for the children out there?
No.